much. How's it going?
Going all right. We've been talking for a while already, but now we're really talking. Your sound is a little low.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can do anything about that. How about now? Is that any different?
No. It sounds pretty low. Let me make sure that I'm. Yeah, it sounds pretty low, like in my headphones, and I think it's low on the stream too.
Okay.
Oh wait.
Well. Testing.
I don't know. It's better now.
Okay.
I think. I don't know, man. The level seems okay, but it's really quiet in my ears.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a little better than it was, but I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. But hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Just hanging out.
Yeah, cool. Hope everybody had a good week. I had a busy week. I feel like everything is just kind of like going by really fast. I don't know. A lot of stuff going on all the time.
Yeah. I'm about ready for a break. To be honest. Yep.
Why don't you take a vacation? Hey, Kimberly, how's it going?
Yeah. Maybe I will. Hey.
I guess you're yeah. You own a business, so it's probably hard to take a vacation.
Yeah, it can be a little tough. Need some projects to calm down a bit. Last time I took a vacation was in the middle of a big project, and that didn't go well. I just ended up not actually getting to relax much, or I was unable to relax much. Yeah.
Yeah, just like working. Did you work the whole time, or you couldn't relax? Meaning you had to. You were thinking about the project the whole time.
I was thinking about the project a lot, and I didn't have enough time to sort of really get away from it. Mainly just I don't think I'll try to take another vacation while a project is in chaos mode in the future.
Right. Yeah. Kimberly, hi. We're in a tight competition this week. How's your week been so far? Yeah, I'm in a tight competition with Kimberly this week. I don't know. I might actually have to get up and jog in place a little bit during this stream.
Okay.
To get a little exercise in.
Yeah.
Right now she's beating me by 8 points, whatever that.
Okay.
And I know you might need an explanation for what that means, and I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
And you aren't really missing anything. Yeah, you aren't really missing anything. You get points for doing stuff.
Okay. Physical stuff, right?
Kimberly's gonna walk the whole stream. Yeah. See, that's how you get me. You're just on a treadmill all day.
Yeah.
Desk walking.
Yep. That'll do it.
Well, I came closer this time than I have in other times, and I've been mapping plots, walking plots, and it's been pretty fun. You guys should come over because I have a walk that I want to do.
Okay.
There's a little there's a
an app or something.
No, there's a greenway close to here that's 3/4 of a mile, and so it's not that bad or anything, but it's just an adventure. It's it's a path into the woods that goes for 3/4 of a mile. That's a greenway that I've never been down. So
cool. Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right, let's do it. We've been I've been doing a lot of walking and thinking and talking, and we can I guess talk more about that stuff. Hey, Treble Rose. How's it going?
Hey.
Is it steep? I don't think so. I think well, the part that I can see looks kind of flat, and I looked it up on Google Maps. It's like just a greenway thing, and it's by a creek. So I think that probably the walk there and the walk back will be more steep than the actual walk itself. Certainly, no matter what, it's not going to be like straight up and down or anything. It'll just be like, you know, there's no rock climbing involved. That's not gonna happen. But this is a really hilly neighborhood. So, yeah, so I've just been doing that. I mean, I keep talking about how much I like walking, but I really do like it. It's like, I don't know, it feels like if there's something primitive about it, where you're just like,
Okay.
the part of your brain says, hey, I'm doing something, and it just makes you just a little calmer because your brain is engaged with something, but it's not like you don't have to concentrate on it because it's just one foot in front of the other, right? But your brain is just like, hey, we're going somewhere. I think your brain like rewards you for going somewhere, if that makes sense, or it does me.
Yeah,
So,
it makes sense.
it's good, and I'm always like a little bit more relaxed when I get back, and it's also fun to kind of try to find places around here to go because there's a lot of them. Yep.
Yeah, I hadn't been able really to even think about getting out and doing much in a while, but I have been wanting to do more.
Yeah,
I need
man.
to turn that want into action.
Well, I know you've been working a lot and stuff, and it might feel like you shouldn't take a break or get away or anything, but I have to recommend just saying fuck it and taking like a half an hour and then just going and moving and walking around the neighborhood or something. Half an hour, like just walk 15 minutes and then walk back, and I think it'll probably help you.
Yeah, probably so. I guess we did recently try to go to Lake Julian and walk around it, and there's no walking to do there. There is. Have you been to Lake Julian?
No, where is that at?
It's in South Asheville, off some road whose name I can't think of right now. Exit 37, that big road.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I've never been down there.
Yeah, there's not much going on there. Yeah, Long Shoals. Thank you.
Treble Rose.
Treble Rose.
We walked 2 miles up a mountain to a non-existent waterfall last weekend. Yeah, that sounds. So you heard there was a rumor that there was a waterfall up there, and then you walked, and there wasn't a waterfall there? By the way, Treble Rose, is this we probably know each other in real life. I think I know who this is, but I'm not 100% sure. If you want to stay anonymous, that's cool. It was on the other side of the highway. All right, I got you. Yeah, I thought it was Amani. I thought it was. How are you doing? Thanks for coming. I don't remember if we've hung out on the Twitch stream before or not. I know we used to on Facebook, but yeah, kind of stopped streaming on Facebook for a little bit. I might bring that back, but
We're
anyways,
exclusive now.
exclusive to Twitch.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk more during the stream, definitely. But I guess we'd probably start painting, right? Where are my
let's do
ants?
it.
My ants are always here, and they bailed on me in the last 2 weeks. Not bailed, but I think they've been. Last week they said Labor Day. It like messed up their days because they were off on Monday, so they thought it was Thursday or something. But I don't know. Anyways, yeah. So we're painting the movie Monster poster, and I think I'm hoping we're gonna finish it this week, but I'm kind of in a spot where I'm like, yeah, it kind of needs. I think the biggest problem with it right now is that nothing really stands out enough.
Okay.
Like we got some lights going on. So I mean, I think I'm going to try to fix that with lighting. So that's one of the one of the problems is that it feels like it's got a little bit of a value problem, meaning there's not a lot of contrast in it. Where there's contrast in the wrong spots and stuff. There's just a few problems. And then the other thing is the text for the title. I don't think it's working yet, you know? Definitely this yellow doesn't... There's no reason for this yellow to be here.
Oh, it's got to be some color.
Yeah, I don't think yellow is the right...
It's pretty close to that green.
It's just like it doesn't really like sing with anything else in the poster. Maybe it should be dark like this. I don't even know how it's yellow. How is it even yellow? Okay, here we go. Let me just do some sliding around until we get to something. I think like, well, purple definitely works because it's complementary, but I don't know if it stands out enough. White definitely stands out. This maybe we could use like some colors in this light, because this light gets kind of pink up in here. Maybe we can use that.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I know we know what it isn't, and it isn't yellow. And this kind of feels a little bit empty down here, so we're gonna do some stuff with that tonight.
Okay.
So we're gonna do that, and oh yeah, that's what it is. It's missing. It's missing the other grunge birds. All right, so that pink isn't exactly working yet, but we're gonna just keep it there for now. I still have a lot of work to do on like bringing this stuff all out, so I'm just gonna paint as usual. I think I'm just gonna paint. Hey Michelle, how's it going?
All right. Let's do it.
Welcome.
Hey, Michelle.
What I like about these birds is I can cover problems up with them.
Yeah. They're a nice little filler. But they're definitely bats, right? Didn't we talk about this?
They look like bats. I guess everybody thinks they're bats. I mean, because it's nighttime and they have these sharp wings. So, yeah. But the brush supposedly was birds. The brush is called birds something. Either way.
Yeah.
I don't care if they're bats. Do you?
No?
I don't really care if people think they're bats. You know.
I just keep looking at them, and every time I look at them and I try to see a bird, all I see is bats.
Yeah, they're bats. Let's just say they're bats. Let's just decide they're bats.
Yeah, do brushes have like different settings? Could the bird brush have different types of bird as like a setting for the brush? Is that how brushes work?
No, not exactly. I mean, no, not exactly. It's okay though. I mean, if I really wanted birds, I'd paint birds in there. I like that this brush adds a little bit of grunge. It's doing like a certain job, you know? And it doesn't necessarily even have to be birds. It can be chunks of like the same like color coming around everywhere. It can be just grungy stuff. Hey, how's it going, Ethel? You like the feathers? Thank you. So you guys have got had to reboot chat. Oh, that's cool, Eva. How's it going? We were wondering if you were going to show up.
Anybody seen any good horror movies recently? Or y'all, do you do the horror for fall, or what we call a Spooktober? We're getting a little ahead of it this year.
Oh, you guys already started watching. What, you watch a horror movie every day for October?
Yeah, we have before. I don't know if we haven't started doing that yet, but we'll probably try to do that this October. But it only goes so far. Like, at some point you run out of good horror movies to watch, and then you're just spending a whole month watching, like, I don't mean bad in a good way, but just like boring horror movies. So
yeah,
we'll do as much as we feel like doing.
I guess especially when you do it every year.
Yeah, and we'll rewatch our favorites, so that helps a lot.
Yeah. Let's see. The most recent horror movie I watched. Oh well, I've been watching the new season of American Horror Story. Have you?
Oh no. Did that start recently?
Yeah, the new season. There's like been 4 episodes that came out.
Oh no, we haven't watched that.
Yeah.
So what's the theme of this season?
It's called Double Feature. Huh. So I don't know if that means that they're going to split the season in half, and then the second season is going to be a different story, because it's an anthology series, so that means that like every season's a different story from beginning to end. Sometimes they tie in with each other a little bit, but they're usually brand new stories. You mixed your days up, thought Monday off, and then I told everybody that you guys got messed up because of Labor Day. You guys were listening to Foothill Rounders? That's awesome. Okay, Amani, you've been watching it too? Yeah. It is pretty good. It is starting out pretty good. Like, I guess I can't talk about it too much since, spoilers, etc. But I've really been liking it, and I don't know. It's like, I think it's a good season. I definitely think it's a good season. I like all the seasons, but some are better than others and stuff. But like the story's really got me this season.
Cool. Yeah, I definitely like some seasons much better than others.
Yeah. And it's been a really long time since I've been watching it. I think that series has been on for like 10 years. I haven't been watching it in real time for 10 years, but I watched like a bunch of seasons in a row at some point a couple years ago. So I don't remember like what my favorites are and stuff. I think probably my favorite one is the Coven one about the witches. That's a pretty cool one.
Yeah.
It's got like Stevie Nicks in it, so that was really cool.
Yeah.
So American Horror Story is going to be 2 stories. All right, we have confirmation that American Horror Story is going to be 2 stories. Murder House.
All right.
Yeah, the first season. Man, the first season, you know what is funny? Like, I watched the first season of American Horror Story, and then I stopped watching it for a few years. I just remembered this. And it was because like the first season's definitely got a different tone than the rest of them.
Yeah.
It's not as fun. I guess it's not as fun. It's more like real deal horror. The first season, man, like that, it bummed me out. It just bummed me out so much that I didn't watch it again for a while. I mean, it was good as a horror season, but it just like bummed me out. Like okay, so anybody who hasn't seen American Horror Story that might be interested in not doing spoilers, like I'm about to spoil some stuff, so maybe mute it for a minute. But like the part where they found that they found out that the daughter had been like up in the attic, OD'd or something like that. It's been a long time, but that was when I was like, man, I'm kind of out. It just kind of like bummed me out. So
Yeah.
But it was good as far as a horror story goes, especially a haunted house story. Okay, so Covenant, that's the one that I was calling Coven, right? Jonathan, have I been like cutting you off simultaneously for the past 2.5 hours? Like, were you gonna say something?
I mean, every now and then I try to throw into the conversation, but it's okay. You can keep going.
Go ahead, man.
Oh, I was just gonna. Season 1's one of my least favorite seasons as well.
Okay.
I'm with you. It's just kind of a bummer.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's good. Okay, so what else do we have? Asylum. Yeah, that was a good one too. That one was really. That was the best season, I think, as far as like taking a bunch of different plot lines and tying them all together. That's definitely up there for me too, because that was like so crazy.
That's my favorite, just because of how wild it is. It goes full on like cornball almost. Like it's so crazy that it's corny, and I like it. Like Nazi doctors and werewolves and aliens and angels and
dude.
Like it's got literally almost everything in it.
Yeah, dude. The Roanoke one. Roanoke, yeah, that one was. Yeah, I don't remember that one as much.
That's the one. It's sort of like a found footage. Like the whole thing is done in a different style. And,
yeah. Okay.
I seem to remember liking that one. I didn't like Cult that much, I don't think.
Yeah, Cult. I think Cult started out kind of strong, and then it just meandered too long. I think, like, there are some seasons that didn't need to be 10 episodes. Like, they needed to throw more elements in there, you know?
Yeah.
The cast agrees that Roanoke sucked. Oh, so they went on record to say that Roanoke sucked? That was the one where they were like people in the woods. There were like people in the woods that came out. You like the one with Lady Gaga? I liked Lady Gaga in it, but I didn't. That was the hotel one, right? I liked Lady Gaga in that story, but I didn't really love the story. Like when they start, I don't know. I don't like any of the seasons with like rapey ghosts.
Yeah, that comes up a lot, actually, doesn't it?
Like weird, like super sexual ghosts. I'm just like, that's why I start raising my eyebrows. Yeah, okay, Kathy Bates. That is the one with Kathy Bates. That's right. Yeah, Kathy Bates was right. Yeah, she was like a real evil in that one. Okay, I remember that one now. Yeah, that one sucked. Except for maybe there were parts that were good. I really like Emma Roberts. That show made me a fan of Emma Roberts. Scary, rapey, pointy. Yeah, I think that was Hotel.
Who is Emma Roberts? Oh, right. Yes. Oh, okay.
I liked her. I didn't. At first, it was like, oh, she's just like kind of like a typical, like, kind of like snooty teenager, whatever character. But she kind of grew on me. I think that she's good. I like her. All of them are good. All the regulars on there are good.
Yeah. We've been Evan Peter fans since probably season 2. I mean, season 1, he's just sort of a punk next door.
Who?
Evan Roberts, the Evan Peter. Sorry.
Oh yeah. That dude is awesome. That dude's like, he to use like some kind of like weird language. It's like he like lights up the screen, doesn't he?
Yeah, I
cool.
like him in everything I see him in.
Yeah.
And in Hotel, he played like a old-timey, fast-talking 1920s hotel owner.
Right.
He was so good at that.
He was the coolest part of the hotel. Like that whole like weird subplot of the I guess I didn't really love the vampire stuff. I hope y'all have watched American Horror Story, because if not, we're like spoiling all kinds of shit all over the place. Did Jonathan just Google Emma Roberts? I think you guys simultaneously Googled Emma Roberts at the same time, and then like Emma Roberts got like a notification on her phone. She's like, ding! Oh. 2 Googles from North Carolina at the same time.
I'm over here. This is a good page. I'm on the Wikipedia seasons list page, and if you hover over an actor, then it's like pops up a picture. So I'm like, Emma Roberts, and I went and found her name to hover over, and I'm like, oh yeah, Julia Roberts' niece, or I think it's a niece, right?
Oh, is it really? Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
I know that.
Let's find out. I'm on Wikipedia.
She played.
I'm in the right place.
There was the one that was like last season. Last season was cool because it was like just a straight up slasher movie type.
Yeah.
80s slasher movie, you know, with like aerobics and leg warmers and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Camp Crystal Lake. Yeah, definitely. There were some good characters in that. You liked Cult the best, Ethel? That's cool. Yeah, that one was like, it was okay. It was a little too, it was like, I definitely think that one's going to be dated, but hopefully in a fucking few years when we put the current situation behind us a little bit.
Yeah, so Emma Roberts is the daughter of Eric Roberts, and that makes her the niece of Julia Roberts.
Okay. Yep. Right on. Cool.
Yeah.
Eric Roberts.
Forgot how Julia Roberts and Eric Roberts are related, though.
Brother and sister, I think.
Yeah, you're right. Just Eric Roberts looks so much older than Julia Roberts.
True, but I mean, Julia Roberts is probably not. She's got to be in her 40s now.
She's 53 according to Wikipedia.
All right.
Who knows what that means? Don't actors get to make up their own birthdays? Isn't that how Hollywood works?
I don't know, but how tall do people think she is?
Oh my God, let's find out.
There's this website. You guys know about that website. Jonathan's obsessed with this website where people, it's not like how tall, it's not like how tall is this celebrity, it's how tall do people think this celebrity is. So it's like a different concept. It's a concept that shouldn't exist, but Jonathan loves it.
It's a great concept. I wish I'd have made this website.
Okay, he's ugly. Oh, okay. Ethel does not like Eric Roberts. She thinks he's not as pretty as his sister.
What?
I know. No, it's true. He's interesting though. He's an interesting character actor most of the time. I think. I mean, I take him or leave him, to be honest, but trying to think of something he's been
I like
in.
him.
Yeah, I
mean,
don't like dislike him, you know.
He's in all the Nolan Batman movies.
Okay. Yeah. It's like there are some people that like I can't, like if they're in some, they're for some reason like I can't stand their face. Eric Roberts is not one of those people.
Julia Roberts is 5'8".
Julia
According
Roberts
to this
7 feet tall.
website.
We got to put a vote in for Amani though. She's 7 feet tall. Okay.
I see a couple votes for 5'7" though.
Are there any for 7 feet?
The average guess is 5 foot 7.81 inches.
Okay.
Julia Roberts says she is happy being 5'8". I'm too tall to be a girl, and I'm between a chick and a broad.
Right on. I like that.
That's
I like
funny,
Julia
yeah.
Roberts. She's a classy one. Okay, let's see. Let me catch up with the chat. Excited about the season because it's Alien Come to Earth. Yeah, you know, I thought that I thought it would be really cool if all of a sudden aliens popped up in the current story. Like I almost thought that oh shit. I can't say anything. You guys haven't watched it yet. We'll have to have a spoiler. We'll have to have a spoiler alert episode when you guys catch up. But yeah, I was hoping that you see what I'm saying though, Eva, right? Like it's like, yeah, I was hoping that it was one story, but it'll probably be fine. There's two stories. Okay, have a good lurk, Michelle. I'm a little bit behind here. Eric Roberts plays a really good bad guy. Yeah. Does he look like he's had some like weird plastic surgery or something? You guys notice that? It's like you can always tell when I don't know. He might be on the fence. He might just have a weird face, but you can almost always tell when somebody's had plastic surgery. I don't know why people keep doing it.
Yeah.
Mystic Pizza. I might have seen that a very long time ago, but I mean, I remember the movie existing, but it's like a love story, right? Most movies are, really. Botox? Yeah, it could be. He could just have like, you know, a face, kind of a face. He could have one of those faces.
Yeah.
So what? How tall is Julie Roberts? 5'8"?
5'8", or that's what she says. But the votes say 5.781, 5'8" or something like that.
Okay, so they're getting real particular with it.
Well, it's an average of all the votes.
Okay, that's weird though because the internet doesn't usually get really particular about stuff, you know. It's usually just real chill about everything.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm surprised that they take it down to like a decimal of an inch.
Well, I don't think anybody's guessing a decimal of an inch. Or I guess some people are guessing 5'7.5". So, yeah, people are getting into it. People are really into it.
Including you. Which is cool with me. I'm not really like making fun of you like for real, okay? I'm just giving you a little bit of shit, okay? Because we're friends, okay?
Okay.
The whole family has a unique face shape. Yeah, I'm trying to think of all their faces. I mean, Julia Roberts is like, you know, pretty, obviously. Emma Roberts is also pretty. Young lady.
We rewatched Pretty Woman recently. It's good.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Cool. Is that your part of your horror? Just kidding.
Yep.
That's got
Emma Roberts is 5'2".
Okay. Furry claws not for eating. Yeah, I don't know. I guess he's he's having a hard time. He's a trash mutant, and I think he just kind of like leans down. I don't even know where his mouth is really. I think he just kind of leans down and puts his face in whatever he wants to eat. I don't know if he uses his hands.
Yeah, birds don't have hands to use, so he's probably just pecks at it.
Yeah, we were thinking this guy's he's like a mutated from a seagull. And a crawdad.
Okay.
Or a lobster. I don't know. Somehow he got claws. All right. I'm just kind of talking and painting and talking and painting. We're having a good time. We're having a good time tonight. So I saw somebody's junk in front of Starbucks the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess tell me
That's
about it.
It's the end of that story.
Experience, not the junk.
It's about 3 girls that work in a pizza shop in a fishing town like Massachusetts or Maine. Oh, okay. They catch lobsters? They're all Portuguese? Okay, cool. Yeah, I remember it was kind of like a family pizza spot. That's cool. I'll have to check it out. Starbucks junks. Well, it was out front. I don't think the person was purchasing a coffee. It was like a dude, I don't know. Really, that's the story. Like, I don't want to. It involves like somebody who I think was having some trouble, either from drugs or mental illness, and he was sitting there on my way in. It was like early in the morning on Saturday, and he was kind of talking to himself as I walked in, and I was just like, kind of walked by as one does, and then I came back out and he was muttering to himself, and I think he was relieving himself in the bushes. I'm not sure, but it's like the way that it's set up, it's like you walk out of the door and then you walk down a ramp that goes like this way and then this way, and he was standing in a position where like there was no way to avoid seeing this guy's junk as I walked out of Starbucks. That's the story.
Okay, fair enough.
I didn't really know what to do, so I didn't do anything. I left. And that's the end of that story. It's a pretty good story. I'm glad that I told that story. It got a really positive response from everybody. It is costly. I got an iced tea that day, which is really the point of the story. Is I got an iced tea from Starbucks.
Is it like a regular iced tea or is it a fancy iced tea?
I got a green tea.
Yeah, I consider that fancy.
Because I wanted like a little bit maybe of a caffeine thing, but I didn't want coffee. Best story ever? Thank you. We have 1 vote for that being the best story ever. I'm just trying to be real with you guys. I'm just trying to tell you guys what's going on in my life.
Oh, have y'all seen the Fear Street trilogy on Netflix? It's
Trying to think.
horror, 3
Oh,
horror
no.
movies that are related.
You told me about this, I think.
Yeah, they're good. It's R.L. Stein. But they remind me of American Horror Story just in like the characters and the type of gore, I guess. The over-the-top gore. It's good.
Right. That's cool. Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
keep seeing
couldn't
it on
take the
Netflix.
Fear Street Treble Rose? Is that what you couldn't? Or Mystic Pizza was too intense?
Vincent D'Onofrio is also okay. That's cool. Yeah, Vincent D'Onofrio is cool. He's always good in stuff. That's another one that's like he's always good when he's in stuff. Fear Street. Yeah, it was too intense. Yeah, sometimes I don't know. It's everybody's different, right? It's like I really like horror, but there are some movies sometimes that just for whatever reason they bum me out. I guess you might say they just kind of like trigger something. I mean, it's not like I'm triggered, but it's a pretty okay word for it. I'm just like, yeah, I'm out. Especially since I'm usually watching it by myself, so it's like especially if one's like really violent and I'm in a certain mood, I'm like, okay, let's assess this situation. I'm sitting here alone by myself watching this really violent shit. And it weirds me out and I turn it off. Salem's Lot's being remade. That's cool. I don't know if that's cool or not. What do you guys think about it?
That'll be like the fourth remake. Maybe the third remake, but the fourth iteration.
Is it? I mean,
yeah.
The vampire character in Salem's Lot's definitely like, or at least the visual design was. I mean, it was more along the lines of like the Nosferatu thing, like bald-headed, pointy ears.
It's been a while since I've read the book, so I don't really remember. And I've never seen the who's that heartthrob actor who did the TV version of Salem's Lot? I've never seen his version of it.
Well, that's what I thought. That's the only version I thought. There was like a made-for-TV miniseries in like the 80s, I think.
Yeah, it's Okay, so the one that I was thinking of was 1979. And it's okay, I guess it's a miniseries, but it's also known as Salem's Lot the movie, the movie, and Salem's Lot, the miniseries, and Bloodthirst. So they just call it whatever they want to call it.
What did you say the year was again?
79.
Yeah, okay.
I haven't seen the one with that other guy in it, though.
Yeah, I didn't know they remade it. It's off my radar. So, what movies are like that because they are so emotional? I'm not really following all these chats, Eva. I'm missing some context. What movies?
Lowe.
Oh, Rob Lowe was in Salem's Lot, the remake?
Yeah, 2004 version.
And they're remaking it again. Yeah, I did get that text, Eva. Real horror is the Barney. Okay. Let's see, what other horror movies? It's this season, right? This is the season. This is like a really good time of year, or coming up is a really good time of year, the fall time. Really like it a lot.
Yeah, Malignant just came out on HBO Max. We like that a lot. It's kind of a B. It's not a B movie, but it's got a B movie plot, and but it was really good.
Okay. Cool, I'll check it out. Did you guys? Is it a creepy kid movie?
You mean a movie in which there is a creepy kid in it?
A movie about a creepy kid?
No.
Okay. I don't really like movies about creepy kids. You're gonna watch? I mean, I've got a lot of opinions, Jonathan. Okay.
I hear you. You might as well. I've got nothing better to do than have opinions. somebody asks me what I think about something, I'll tell you.
That's how it works. You gonna watch *Malignant* this weekend? Cool. So is it for rent right now, or did it just come out? Like on Netflix? Did you say Netflix?
HBO Max.
Oh, okay.
And I think it's about James Wan. Is that his name? So he's like, let's see, James Wan. What did he do? Written and directed by James Wan, who directed Saw, directed Aquaman. That's what I was thinking. The Conjuring movie, maybe a couple Conjuring movies.
Conjuring movies were good. Didn't really love Aquaman. I saw this first Saw movie was really good, and I probably watched a few of them after that, but, at this point it's like 90 million of them. Has anybody seen the latest one with Chris Rock? I've been wondering if that's any good, worth watching.
Yeah. It was okay.
Spiral? Is that what it's called? Spiral?
Yep. I wouldn't drop cash on it. But it was fine. Okay. I don't know if it's on a service you have for free, then sure, watch it.
Trying to think of what other.
All right, Jodie Foster, The Accused. We'll add that to the list.
It's for rent. October's best month of the year, I agree. Movies that are violent or show hardcore truths. Yeah, those are usually the kind of movies that I don't really love watching. Like, I don't know. I guess I do like, I don't know. It depends on the movie. I just like what I like, like most people. I was going to say I usually like stuff that's more supernatural, but that's not always true. I like straight up thrillers too, if they're good. I usually get around to watching almost all of them. But again, I gotta be careful because I live alone, and I don't want to scare myself, make myself have to sleep with the lights on. Jodie Foster, The Accused. Yeah, I remember that movie. That was a movie where she was sexually assaulted in the bar. That was a bummer. That was a fucked up movie. Yeah. I don't know what that was. That was more like a drama thriller.
What about
Right,
Midsummer?
Merge all this.
Is everybody seeing Midsummer?
I don't think I'm ever gonna watch that one.
Oh, why?
Because that's the same guy who did Hereditary.
Yeah.
And Hereditary was a great movie, really great, but it freaked me out too much. I don't think I want to watch another one of those guys' movies.
Gotcha.
Not for a while. I got to be prepared. That's weird though, isn't it? It's weird to like a movie a lot and then decide that you're not. It's pretty rare that happens. I really like that movie. I'm never gonna watch anything else again that guy does. It's kind of a weird take to have.
Yeah. I've only seen Requiem for a Dream once. I don't think I'll ever need to see that movie again. But it's a good movie. That's a good.
Well, that's actually a good example of one that I didn't. Yeah, I didn't even make it through that movie. That movie was kind of I get it. It's bad to be hooked on heroin. At that point, I'd seen they made a bunch of movies about how bad it is to be hooked on heroin in the 90s when I kind of was growing up, in my late teens, early 20s and stuff. And they made all these indie movies about that romanticize being a junkie, and then they all ended the same, where the people died. Or everything got fucked up and then they died. So it's when I watched Requiem for a Dream, it just kind of reminded me of every movie I'd seen about that, and I was just like, I get it. Don't get hooked on heroin. Hereditary was not. Yeah, dude. Hereditary was super crazy. Jonathan, that's like one of your favorite movies, though, isn't it?
Hereditary?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I think it's really good, but it's not in my list of favorite movies.
Oh, okay.
Maybe Kimberly?
Okay. Train Spotting. Yeah, that was a. I guess that was like, it was unique. Train Spotting was a very unique movie. I guess Requiem for a Dream was unique too. It was directed by that guy that has like that really. He directed that movie Pie. That was like a big indie fave in the 90s. I think his name's Daniel something. But I don't
Darren
remember.
Aronofsky.
Oh, Darren Aronofsky. Yeah.
You just got to remember that the sound Aaron goes on for a long time in his name.
Okay.
Darren Aronofsky.
I think after I watched that movie, I decided I wasn't probably going to watch anything else by him.
He's done really good stuff, though. Have you seen? What is that movie? Hold on, let me pull it up. There's a couple of things that you should definitely not miss just because of those movies, because he's done stuff that are not like those other movies.
Amani,
Sunshine.
Sunshine? No, that was Danny Boyle.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
What has Darren Aronofsky done?
Royal Tenenbaums, Amani, that is like, I watched that movie hundreds and hundreds of times. Like, I haven't watched it in a while, but that, for a very long time, I would have said was my favorite movie. I love that fucking movie. I like Wes Anderson a lot. And it's weird because he's been doing like animation and stuff lately. Well, no, not really, but I mean, I love all of Wes Anderson's stuff. I watch all of it. And Royal Tenenbaums is a really great one. It's so great. Great soundtrack. Everybody's great in it. Great.
Oh, yeah, okay. The Fountain, The Wrestler, both of those I think are worth watching if you haven't seen them.
Oh, I haven't seen The Fountain, but definitely The Wrestler I liked a lot.
Yeah, I think Requiem for a Dream is his hardest to watch movie by far, but the other stuff seems pretty good. I haven't seen Mother.
Yeah,
is that a weird one?
I think it is weird. I think it's like
I think horror mystery. Add that to the list.
Yeah, the soundtrack is great for that. I just remember the scene where Gwyneth Paltrow, who I guess I don't know, she's good in that movie, but whatever. When she's getting off the train and that Nico song starts playing, that's like great. Everything's good about that movie, man. Do you like, I don't know if you like other Wes Anderson stuff, but I always watch, I mean, like, I like a lot of his other stuff. I need to go back and watch some Wes Anderson stuff because, yeah, that's somebody I should like definitely go back and revisit. Like Steve Zissou was really good. It was weird, but it was really good. I remember liking it a lot. Moonrise Kingdom was really, really good, I thought. I know I'm just kind of naming movies now, but I'm just trying to keep it going, just trying to keep talking.
Yeah, I've liked him in the past, but not as much anymore, really. I just sort of don't have a taste for his movies anymore. So I don't really have a lot to add.
Yeah, I could see that. I didn't watch the animation one, Isle of Dogs, which everybody, like a lot of people were, what's the word, recommending. But Wes is your favorite director? Amani, that's good. That's cool. He's definitely up there for me. And I need to go back and see a lot of this. Yeah, I think that, like, I guess his stuff can be. Yeah, I can see how it's probably not for everybody and stuff, but soundtracks are great. Stories are like, the stories are, what I like about it is that a lot of his movies, especially like Moonrise Kingdom is a good example, and Royal Tenenbaums, so they're kind of dark stories about dysfunctional families, but they've got this like twee thing about them, like this kind of like saccharine sweet side, I guess you'd say, and like the design is great, everything. He's got a new one coming out, French Dispatch. Yeah, that one's. Yep. There's something about that one, like it's a. I don't know if it's a novel or something. Let's see. I'm missing some things in the chat. The problem with drugs, people romanticize it. Yeah, I think there was a time. Oh, people in bands or people trying to work more hours with less sleep. Yeah, there's definitely some of that going on these days, like with Adderall and shit. But I'm talking about, like, there's a specific time around the grunge era in the 90s where just a whole lot of movies came out that kind of romanticized being a junkie. And me and my friends watched a lot of them. Some of them were actually good, like I remember Drugstore Cowboy, I remember was a pretty good one. That was based on a William S. Burroughs novel. But then there were a lot of other ones that was like Isle of Dogs. Every scene is a painting. I gotta see it. Okay. All right, I'll check it out. The Chase movies. Yeah, Halloween. I think they're coming out with yet another Halloween soon. And Jamie Lee Curtis is in it. She's in it. Still playing the same character. She's still in it. She's still like really wants to get Michael Myers. Really wants to get him.
One day
she's gonna get him. All right, so there's going to be some green clouds, and there's going to be. So I guess I've been trying to just. I thought that, like at the beginning, I said that I felt like nothing was really standing out, and I thought that if I defined some of these shapes a little bit better, that it would probably stand out more. So that's what I've been doing. In case anybody was wondering. Talking a bunch of junk about movies and just trying to define, because define the silhouette, etc. Just feel like maybe there's too many colors in it. I don't know. I'm not going to overthink it. This can't be like the only painting that I ever do for the rest of my life. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to bring it on home. Bring it home. There's a lot of stuff that I could do. All right, I'm gonna bring these dots out a little bit, or these lumpy crab claw things. I tried yellow. I don't really like the yellow. We'll play with it though. I think I'm gonna probably figure out a way to get rid of some of these colors in here. The whole thing's got kind of yeah. I gotta put some better lighting in here, and then I think once I get this worked out just a little bit more, we'll be able to really find a good color. This dude looks weird. Like his face is too green or something. Let's try to put some of this sky in his face. It's like his face is standing out too much or something. I mean, he definitely looks dead, right? I don't know if I want him to be dead or not. Let's put a little bit of red in him. Nah. So I've been like, looking at Webtoon a lot for the book, the comic. I think I might like try to. I'm switching subjects here. I think I might try to release the book on Webtoon in parts as a webcomic, which means it's going to be different format at first, and then I'll probably wait. I don't know if this is interesting to anybody or not, but it's what's going on.
Yeah, would you do it like on your website?
So Webtoon's like a different format, right? It's like it's kind of made for scrolling on phones.
Is Webtoons like a website?
Yeah, well, it's a website, and then it's kind of one of those things where, like Coke, Coke is short for cola now. You say Webtoon, and there are a couple different sites. I think it really means the format. So,
okay.
I'm thinking like a couple things. Like if I wait for this whole book to get done, or even the first chapter or something, like it's gonna be a while and stuff. And like I'm just like, when I started looking at the Webtoon format, I started thinking, I think this is kind of cool. Like it's acceptable to make shorter episodes and stuff. So I'm just thinking like maybe I can do that, and then maybe I can release the episodes early. A lot of people release the episodes early and lock them on their website, so if you wanted to pay an extra couple bucks for the comic, you can get early access by paying a couple bucks on Patreon or something. So I worked out all those details yet, but I mean, I don't know, man. Like I'm just at this point where like I just want to like make good stuff. I think I'm obviously not very great at the business side of stuff. So I'm just going to like, for right now, for a while, not worry about it a whole lot and just make something good. And Webtoon and these other sites provide a place that's like a pre-made audience that likes to read comics in this format. So, go there, put it up, see if anybody likes it, etc., and just go from there. And then maybe crowdfund the graphic novel once the whole thing is done.
Okay.
So that's kind of a rough plan. The monster has a lot of gold. He sure does. If it is a he, we don't know if it's a he. The dead guy have darker clothes on, so he stands out. Yeah, maybe so. That's what I think. It's like everything's kind of middle of the road here. That's a good idea. I thought I'll try that. Thought he was just knocked out. Yeah, I think he is. He gone. Yeah, he's. I don't know, man. I want him to be like. I want him to be knocked out. He definitely looks dead right now. Moonlight yellow. Muted yellow. Yeah, I think we tried that at the beginning. think what's weird is that the yellow doesn't appear anywhere else. So. Something about being on the stream makes my neck start hurting. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm like trying to do my body weird to talking to this mic. I don't know. Electric blue? Yeah, I think it's like, I don't know, man. I think it also might be a value thing. Let's try to make it. Oh, what happened, man? I know I'm skipping around. I'm skipping around subjects a lot. I know. That's what it's like in my brain, man. Okay, somebody said electric blue. It definitely stands out. I think like, okay, so I think bright is the way to go. Because it's like if you just take all of the color away, this definitely stands out more than it was standing out. So now I think we just need to find the hue. Why do I keep doing that? Where's the properties? Here we go. I think this yellow works better than it was working at first. No, 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 no. So like we could put it into the purples, but, and it does kind of like harmonize with everything else, but I don't know if it stands out enough.
Is there an orange that works? Orange is like another angle, sort of opposite from green and purple on some wheel I looked at one time.
Yeah, it's like a triactic, I think they call it. I think that actually this is kind of where I had it at the beginning, is an orangey yellow, and I don't think it works very well. I think it could work well. You could like probably take a lot of the saturation out of it. It's possible we have a saturation problem here. Meaning everything is too bright. Everything's all the colors in this thing are too intense. And so that's why maybe nothing is standing out enough. All right, so what do you guys think? Do I just like this green because it matches the green behind it?
I don't think green stands out much either. Not that green. Maybe mute the purple some? I don't know. The background is very vibrant.
Yeah, I mean, we could make this almost look like it's knocked out of the cloud. What if we reversed it? What if you just reversed it? Isn't there a reversed? All right, let's see some thoughts in the chat. The pink and the beak. Yeah, I'm thinking about that too. I think there's a couple different things going on. One is that I want to put some more intense green light underneath shining up. And then I had another light coming over from the left that's like this pink in here. And so I think once that's in place, it's going to limit our options enough to where like this color will be a little bit more clear. And I was thinking it could be that pink, but it's not. I think it's kind of like not just a matter of color. Oh, that makes it more readable. So where's the outline? I want to try something. Ugh. So there's that, and then where's this? Ooh, what's going on? My computer is acting up a little bit. Another vote for pink. Yeah, I'm gonna try something here. This is weird. This is the first time this has happened to me in a long time. My computer freezing up. It must hate this brush. So I'm kind of digging this where it's like smoke. Like you can kind of see the smoke. I know it doesn't stand out a lot. And I might sound like a big old hypocrite, but I'm thinking like, we're not really trying to sell a movie here. If I was designing this poster to actually sell a movie, I'd say it doesn't stand out enough, but I might just go with something that looks cool. All right, so there's this. Let me see what happens if I do an overlay. Just like, why is it doing that? Why in the hell would overlay do that? Let's see. Alright, I gotta clean up some layer. I gotta do some layer cleanup here, guys. There's this. There's all this. That's filling this up, and then we're gonna take all this. Turn that off for now. So we do all kinds of weird shit with this. All right. Trash Mutant lettering. Do one above that. And then do an overlay layer. There we go, that's what I wanted. You like the pink is glowing. Yeah, you like how this is kind of turning out. I'm not sure about this yet. And the I married A is not really making my heart sing right now. Maybe it's because of the... Yeah, maybe we secretly, subconsciously hate drop shadows. And by we, I mean me. Let's see if this color looks alright. Does not. Alright, let's choose this color. Why didn't it change? Why is it doing that? Alright. Your internet's getting choppy. Maybe that's why my computer was freezing up. Is the stream smooth for everybody?
That's what I was wondering, if it was just me. Do I sound okay?
You sound fine.
Okay.
I was wondering if you might have... Yeah, I wasn't hearing you for a minute. I didn't know if you were gone or... I got really scared.
Okay, everybody else is good.
All right, let me turn this off.
That's Kimberly.
There's too many text layers here, and it's making me lose my mind. Alright, we don't know how I married is going to turn out yet. I don't think it fits for some reason. Don't know why yet, but I'm going to go on to something else and come back. Alright, gotta roll that shoulder. Yeah, it's definitely a value problem. I guess I'll make... Okay, so that's going to have to be toned down just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? All right. Talking to myself, guys. Just saying my weird thought process out loud. Okay, so I think the grunge birds can stay, but they've got to calm down a little bit. Where is it? Okay, here we go. We're the grunge bats. We decided they're bats, and there's nothing we can do to stop them from being bats. That's weird. You know what? I'm just going to erase them. Something's definitely going on with my computer. I guess I'm asking too much of it tonight. Oh, you know what? This is a pretty big file. I just remembered. I set this file up about like 40 inches.
Oh yeah, poster size.
So that's probably why. These brushes are gigantic. So what do you think about my webtoon idea, Jonathan? Any thoughts?
I like it. Yeah, I looking for webtoons that I knew what it was, kind of what it was about, and seems cool.
Yeah, I think it's there's a lot of stuff on there. A lot of people make comics on there. I don't know, man. I just want to like kind of get this story out there. I guess I'd say.
Yeah,
I think you said.
told me. I like that, building an audience.
Yeah. What if I just took this color? What's wrong with my fucking brush? Here we go. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry for cursing, guys. Never webtoons? Yeah. Cool. I'm glad you're interested. Yeah, it's like I said, I mean, for me, who is old and grew up reading comics, paper comics, couple things. Like, the format's cool. It's obviously like an evolution of the format because it's scrollable on your phone. So it's one column. You can put a couple different panels on there and stuff, but it's a different format, which means that I would have to reformat the comic, like come up with two different formats for the comic. But I'm kind of excited about the format. I think it kind of actually might. I'm getting ideas of how my story could work with the format. There's that. There's also like just a pretty big audience, and I mean, comics. The audience for comics, is there. And then there's like digital comics, but I think that people. I don't know. I just like to try to cover everywhere, and get it everywhere. It's going to be a little bit more work, but for right now, I think it's going to be kind of exciting. I'm interested in it, But as far as the book goes, man, I mean, I tend to beat myself up sometimes about stuff, and I'm just thinking, like, man, I just want to make a book that's as good as it can be and put it out there. I think there might be some kind of way where it can kind of help me, whatever, career-wise or whatever you want to call it. But at the same time, it's like, just get the story out there. I don't think anybody wants to pay for anything anymore. I mean, that's not completely true, but definitely the model for stuff is to like give it away for free. And there are other people. I've been doing a lot of research, what other people are doing out there, and different people got some good ideas. I mean, like, really, it's kind of like you put your webtoon out there and then do Patreon, and people that are really like your stuff and want to support you contribute a couple bucks a month to your Patreon, and then they get some extra added benefits. And then like Substack, which is where I do my newsletter, they just poached a bunch of big names from DC and Marvel, and so they're getting into comics, which is kind of weird. It's kind of like I'd start a Substack newsletter, and then the platform is trying to figure out a way to do digital comics. So that's another avenue. Like, you can charge for Substack if you want to. Like, that's where I send my newsletter out. Which, by the way, I have a new button that advertises my newsletter.
A new button?
A new button. You guys think... it's weird because I want people to sign up for the newsletter so I can let people know what's going on. It's, to me, man, like social media is really tough because, well, for one thing, we know that I don't love it. And then another thing is that it really is almost seems like if you can find another way to do it now, maybe try that other way because it's so like saturated and it's kind of pay to play everywhere and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. I'm not saying anything that anybody else has not said a million times, including me last week. So I want to like get this newsletter going on and lost my train of thought.
Newsletter.
Yeah, it's
Webtoons.
fun. It's it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun for me to do. The newsletter is a lot of fun for me to do. And like, I think people can like just respond to the newsletter and talk, and if they want to talk to me.
Oh yeah, they can just reply and it goes to you.
Yeah, and then and it's like an email. It's an email newsletter and a blog, so they can also comment on the blog if they want to and get conversations going there. So I just kind of like it. I like how it works because it's kind of like it marries together blog and email newsletter. Trying different platforms. You thought we signed up for it? Yeah, like if you signed up for it, yeah, you did sign up for it. It goes in if you got Gmail. If you use a Gmail app, for some reason Substack, Gmail or Google puts the Substack newsletter into your promotions tab where a lot of people just think that's all advertisements. But if you start opening it and putting it, you can like put it in your inbox. If you start opening it, then I think Google learns that you want that in your main. I think you can press a bunch of buttons and get Google to put it into your main inbox, but I'm not going to try and ask people to do a 15-step process. I think, in other words, look for it in your promotions folder. Because Google, the two companies that run every aspect of our life, Google being one of them, like to make all your decisions for you.
Yeah, they get to decide what's on the internet.
Yeah, good idea. So, yeah, there's that, and it's been a lot of fun. My update this week did talk about you just have to drag the email over to the main tab. Yeah, so do that, please, if it's in your promos, and then it'll start coming in your inbox like a normal email. This week's update, yeah, I don't want to spoil it, but we do talk about cargo shorts in the update.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Which was a hot topic last week. You were here last week in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I don't know if this works or not, but I like it. So I don't know I guess that means it works if I like it. I think it's closer now than it was. Now I think that I don't know if anybody's got any huge objections, I'm willing to hear them, but it's looking, I think it's looking a little better now. Now I think it's even going to be even better when I start putting some of these pinks into this guy, which is what we're going to do right now. We're going to do some lighting. We're going to do some lighting. We're going to work the contrast up and down on this guy. See if we can. I think the last thing to do is to just make the values start working on this. And once we do that, We might be able to say, hey, this might be a poster. Cargoes were coming out of someone's mouth. Yeah, that was an animated GIF that it took me 6 hours to make that. No, it was pretty much like I got, I shop at Kohl's, and I've got like a Kohl's card, you know what I mean? Like a Kohl's credit card. And and I went there and I bought like a bunch of shorts, and we talked about cargo shorts last week and how everybody hates them. And so yeah, there was like a model smiling in the thing that Cole sent me, so I made a GIF. At the top of the email, it's like, yeah, I'll show you guys. This is a little bit unconventional, but we'll do it. You guys aren't supposed to see that. That's my private stuff. Okay, so this is the thing I got in the mail, and here's my VIP Kohl's card. So, wow. Kind of a big deal. Pretty exciting, right? They sent me a most valuable customer Kohl's card, which really I think just means it's a different card. And then I go on to talk about how I'm never going to wear shorts like this. Ever. But this is what I'm supposed to wear according to the internet. And then an update about the Trash Mutant. And then that page from Sab in the Junk. And then I just took the advertisement and made a GIF of some cargo shorts coming out of her mouth. There we go. The shorts are hot. Nice. Which ones do you like, Amani? Do you like these or these? I don't understand why he's got just this is a new style, I guess. Like, that's what the kids are doing. Just tuck the front of your shirt in.
That's a French tuck.
Okay. On the right, you love the shorts on the right? Okay. Yeah. I just don't see myself wearing them. Don't see myself wearing them. Yeah, that's it. It's called a French tuck. These headphones are starting to squeeze my skull. Maybe if I do this, I'm going to do that. All right, so that's the newsletter for this week. Be sure to check it out. Be sure to go to subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you for reading it. No skinny shorts for me. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm probably stuck in the 90s a little bit. I'm still wearing kind of baggy below the knee cargo shorts. And it's really done a lot wonders for me socially and romantically, you know? Romantically. That's a word. All right. What the Sometimes I put stuff on the wrong layer. There's a lot of too much layer management going on with this piece. What would happen if I discarded hidden layers right now? Also, what is this? This is like a weird shape over here that's happening.
Which thing?
Just happens to be happening over here. I gotta do something about that. It's like distracting, I think. All right, I'm just gonna discard hidden layers because I'm sick of it, man. I always regret doing that, but I'm a survivor. I'll survive it. All right, so we got that, this. I started doing some light. So we're going to do some light. So I don't know why everything's turning pink, but I think it's just turning pink because I want it to, even though the sky's purple. This guy's got too much going on, man. Alright, we're going to take another detour. The music's putting the kitten to sleep. You have a kitten? What's your kitten's name? I think the blob was originally part of the garbage dump. Oh, really? The blob came out of the garbage dump? The original blob? I thought it was from outer space for some reason.
Outer space. Oh, well, I've only seen the 80s one. I haven't seen the 50s one.
Maybe it came, maybe a meteorite crashed in the garbage dump or something. Music's putting me to sleep, too. I think everybody just went to sleep at once. Okay, this is a little more upbeat.
It's from outer space in the original.
But did it land in the garbage dump?
It crashed beyond the next hill. So...
What?
I don't... Wikipedia doesn't say dump.
Okay.
It just says it's behind the hill.
Yeah. Hold on a second. My picture? Not sure exactly what you mean, Eva. Jasper. That's cool. Oh, Jasper. I get it. I can dig it. He's a full-grown cat. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying that this spot that I was talking about here is something being caused by the nexus of the hill coming together. Right, we're going to get rid of that right now. Yeah, it's like this hill doesn't really work anymore, I don't think. Let's see what happens if I just... get rid of that. What happens if I'm just trying stuff, man, because something sooner or later is going to make it start. This definitely makes the monster pop out more.
Yeah.
And it also doesn't make such a big deal out of the bird bats.
Yeah.
Um,
Kind of lets the text also the title stand out better too without the bats.
Uh-oh. Don't you dare. Yeah, this must be like this document must be getting pretty good, pretty big. They're bird bats. Who does he marry? I'm not sure. I think that's the sequel. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We've got some devices now. We've got these light feathers, furry feathers, and this is the brightest part, and it really stands up this background pretty good. So we're gonna use that to our advantage. This, I don't know if maybe we do that. And then maybe let's see, let me just duplicate this. And then see if I can make this scarier. All right, where are we here? Lurk. Have a good lurk. You don't know if it's a bug or a feature, but when you looked up from reading, the guy's legs and shoes and monster's waist all look like a big black fist. So where all this is coming together, legs and shoes. Yeah, this is definitely like a problem spot. I think I'm gonna make the clouds come up a little bit more and get rid of all this trash in here. This shape is fucking stuff up. And then I'm gonna give him some more feathers down here to make it look like he's got the rest of a body. I think. At first I had all these ambitions to like make this guy really well rendered out and stuff, but I'm getting to the point where I don't know. Maybe I will. I don't know if I like that or not, but we're gonna keep it there for now. We're gonna take this and just cover up all that stuff I'm too lazy to paint. And then, okay, so then we're gonna, let's find that brush again. Cheating like hell tonight. Which brush was it? This one? We really don't need to draw too much attention to this guy's nether regions. So we can get a little bit better transition here though. Yeah, I'm just going to cover everything with this brush because it makes everything look better. Probably getting a little too crazy with the furry fuzz, but we'll go back and define that in a minute.
Does look good.
Think so? Cool. What if I do you think these would look more like birds if I gave them tiny feathers?
Tiny what?
I could go through here and I'm not going to do this, but just as an experiment. I was saying I wonder if they'd look more like birds if you put feathers under their wings like this. But they don't.
Yeah.
I think we're just going to... It's weird how they're upside down, too. I'm not going to worry about it anymore, though. You like the pink? Yeah, I think the pink is starting to work. We've got like a color now. Pink, and then I'm going to do a green. A green deal. What's wrong with bats? Nothing's wrong with bats. I guess nothing's wrong with them. I think they work. You have to get Twitch on your computer. Yeah, I guess on a phone. Sometimes I forget that some people are watching on a phone real small. And because for me, sometimes it's easier to zoom out on something and look at it, but I imagine how small this is on a phone. Probably not very readable. This is just adding a bunch of noise to it. What I want is not that. Let me just try. For one thing, let me do brand new layer. Fill black. Color dodge. We'll do the green and the pink on two different layers.
Be right back.
Right on. Really love working with this neon green. I don't think it would ever print well, but that's a problem for future Dan. Use something without as much texture in it. Oh, loud! Trying to figure out just a good couple spots to do rim light. Really get this guy start sticking out. So everything pointing down would get a little bit of green. And I'm going to tone some of this down shortly. I keep wanting to do that. It doesn't make sense with the lighting, but I can't stop myself. I know what I'll do. I'll just put a little bit of the rim light. Just catching right here. Like a highlight. Little highlights. Does he look like a trash mutant yet, guys? I think he looks a lot like a trash mutant.
I'm back.
Hey.
Ooh, did you do that underglow just now?
Yeah.
Looks good.
Like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured like it's gonna add like I've been saying how like the piece doesn't have enough contrast, so I think this is definitely gonna add some contrast.
Yeah, I think that adds a lot.
I mean, I'm pretty much just cheating an outline on it, doing like a rim light.
Did I tell you the other day that we did a client meeting about some designs for a site, and literally the first thing out of their mind was about making the website pop? They were like, "Oh, these designs they're really beautiful, but we're wondering if we can make it pop more."
Yeah.
And I had a lot of trouble not laughing on that call, just because that's like the most cliche,
Yeah.
bad
It's like-
feedback you can get.
Yeah, it's like. Yeah, it's surprising that anybody would still say that.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe sometimes they probably what people mean. I know you're not looking for me to fix this for you, but probably a lot of times what people, a lot of times when people say they want something to pop, they probably do mean contrast. So they probably like you can make the colors further apart from each other, or, you know. I know we're making fun of them right now, and we should. But in real life, maybe, yeah, that's probably what that translates to. More contrast.
Yeah.
Pizzazz it up. Is that what people say too? Yeah.
I wish
Or they could
give it
they
the old
also
razzle dazzle.
Yeah, give it the old razzle dazzle. They could also just be saying something because they need to feel like they're part of the meeting.
I think that was the case for part of the meeting for sure. But yeah. So I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I get to a point with people to where I'm just like, they're welcome to have a worse website. I don't care at all. It's their website. They're paying me to build it. So if they say we don't want any words on the homepage, I'm like, great. Yeah, we can do that. No words.
I know, man. I know. It's like, so this is, sometimes I feel like you can just never really, you could just almost like set your watch by people wanting to do something to kind of destroy something about the website. I don't know. It makes me sound like ungrateful that people are willing to pay you to do stuff, but I mean, I think that people would get a lot better results if more people just understood that they're paying a professional to do a thing.
Yeah.
It's like, in the long run, it kind of hurts them.
Yeah. And it's web design. Like, I'm so uninto it because of this, like, the necessary interactions with clients. Like, there's so much fashion. There's so much, it's all subjective. Let me put it that way. Like, as developers, we can look at it from objective ways. Like, we can say what Google wants your website to be like, or what is objectively better for accessibility. But that type of sort of thought process doesn't fit into the conversation because people think about the conversation as a subjective, fashionable, opinion-driven thing. So it's almost like it just needs to have a different name. Like, you need to drop the design aspect from it or something, because people just go into it thinking that it's about what I like to see.
It's like art, but it's not. It's mostly not art.
Yeah.
Eva, thank you for the compliment, Eva. I didn't want to let that go unnoticed because I did notice it. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I think this green light's making it come together. But yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, it's the reason why I stopped doing design as much. Like, I'll dip my toe into it, but the main reason why I do design didn't like doing design is because it is really subjective, and just kind of what you just said. Really, I mean, dealing with clients about subjective things is sometimes difficult to do. Also, I think a lot of designers kind of come up short with not being able to sell their idea. Like, if a client says no and they start talking, I think it's up to the designer to really understand what they're saying. And maybe they don't, because, like, it's kind of like defining the problem is more important than the solution that the client said. A lot of times there's something that you can come up with that makes more sense. I don't know if I'm coming across here, but pretty much what the best thing to do if the client says they don't like something is you try to figure out what the problem is, not how they want you to fix it.
Right. Yeah, I think the good ones, the good designers are good at that. Exactly that.
Yeah, and then also, you need to be able to sell your design. Like, you need to be able to come in there, not with bullshit, but just tell them why you made the decisions you made. I mean, But this is for clients with a more than a $10 budget.
Yeah.
Highlights made it pop. Great. Thank you. Yeah, I think so. I think that this. I know I'm talking about many different things at once. I think that works, and then now we're gonna try like a pink one from the top. Now we're gonna see if it makes us bleed, our eyes bleed, by putting some pink highlights. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but we're here to try stuff. I don't think it can get much. Well, it definitely can't get more bright than this, than white. So I don't know how we're gonna do this. We'll try it. So. I think I've already blown this out as much as I can blow it out, especially this claw here. This claw is like, it's losing its shape because of this weird highlight. You know what? Maybe I'll do an outer glow that's pink instead of trying to get a rim light in here. Let's try this. Let's try to I just want to see what this looks like. Did the blob come back below his head? I think what it is this, the moon cutting this shape like this is what's causing this weird blob here. And then the bird. It's better than before, but I see what you're saying about it still kind of looking like a blob, so we'll have to fix that. We'll have to do something about that. Trying to figure out how to get some pink in here. Don't know. I'm pressing too many buttons at once. I know that for sure. It's like the moon doesn't really stick out anymore. I know we've kind of gotten used to seeing the moon, but what if it isn't there? What if we say goodbye to the moon? I think this... Something about this. Let me see if what happens if I never do this, but what happens if I just do a blur filter on this background? Ooh. I think we want to make this flat. We want to get all the texture out of that. It's a little less confusing to the eye. And then I think I mean, it's like I know to stay away from colors like this because they never print like this. There's no way you can get ink to do this unless you put it on a special press with like a special ink. But if I wanted to make it pop, that sure makes it pop. Actually, we probably don't want it to be the first thing you see. I don't know, something about that still bothers me. It's too, like, neat. Let's see, what's the purple? I don't know. Hold on. It's 8:45. What do you guys think? I really wanted to finish this tonight, but it feels really close. It feels really close. It needs some finalization.
I guess you could wrap it next time and start the new one. Sort of do a handoff episode.
It's weird. It's like the thing with painting is that you can paint something forever, really. You really just do it until you decide it's done. I mean, there's definitely a time where you're just putting spit and polish on it. I really think we could say this is very close to being done. What y'all think?
I agree. Yeah.
People like it? Seems like
I mean, I think the monster and the man are like as done as they need to be.
Yeah, there are a couple things that I'd like to do. Like this is too sloppy. I'd like to clean it up a little bit, but I know what you mean. Like they're really good. The type is really getting there, especially compared to how we had it at the beginning of this stream. The type is really getting there, but I don't think it's quite there yet. So maybe I'll spend a little bit of time. Maybe we'll finish it next week, or maybe I'll finish it during the week and I'll show you guys. Definitely show you guys next week. But I think this is close enough to say, ta-da! We made this all by ourselves. Glad you guys like it.
Yeah.
There's I don't know what we're gonna do for the next piece. I guess I'll give it some thought this week. We might take a little detour for like a 1 week type of a thing next week. So we might have like a smorgasbord. Is that a thing? Like a couple different things that happen next week.
Cool. A cornucopia.
Cornucopia, like a few small things.
Tapas.
Tapas, yep. So what did we learn tonight? We had a good time tonight, guys. I think we had a good time. I'm gonna switch back to
video mode.
Yeah. You
Okay,
good?
let me put up.
How's your face?
Yeah, let me put up a.
How's your face?
It's it's hadn't changed. Probably need some more light. I don't know what my face will look like to
It's all good. We're
you
just
face experts.
I guess if you guys would stick around for a minute, I think we're gonna figure out who to raid, and like we'll just go in there and say hi. And you guys good for that? Well, you don't. Yeah, you don't have to stay, but I don't know why I'm trying to be like all pushy.
Yeah, let me find a white file to put on my computer. That way I get some light up in here. Oh, that doesn't work.
Try lighting the purple in the moon a bit. That way the pink writing doesn't have to be as bright. Lightening the purple in the moon. That way the pink. Oh, I see what you're saying. So like, yeah. Yeah, we'll try. I'll try that. Yeah, I think the pink kind of works. It might actually even grow on me. But yeah, it's getting there. I think it's getting there. Michelle wants us to please stay. We didn't raid last week, and I felt like I was personally letting Michelle down for that. I think you were gone, Michelle. I think you had to AFK. All right, so who are we gonna raid? Let's see. What we're looking for is an artist. No other streamer I've ever watched goes through their thought process for this stuff. So you guys getting some inside baseball here. Raid is when we pick somebody. We're gonna pick another artist that has a few people watching, and then we'll raid them, which means that all of us, everybody watching the stream right now, all of a sudden we'll go over to their stream, and we go in there and we say, "Hey, we're raiding you," and stuff, and just stay for a couple minutes and just say hi, and then they usually like it because it's like a fun time for a bunch of people to come in at once. Pretty much to you, like if you're watching on your phone, all of a sudden we'll just go to a different stream. That's it. You've done that with DJs. Okay. You watch a lot of DJs on here? That's cool. You have
Real Fun Studios is on.
Okay. Is that a artist?
That's who we rated last time we rated. It was the mom and daughter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're fun. Let's try somebody else though. Let's try somebody. Live channels, art. How do I do this by viewers? Low to high. Okay. We want to get somebody that's has so little viewers that they'll be excited when we raid them. Really, somebody like if somebody's got like thousands of viewers, they tend to not be able to like even know what's going on in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just want to make this decision fast.
Yeah. I'm running on empty over here, so I'm probably not gonna be around much after the raid.
Yeah, I mean, I usually stick around for just a few minutes, and this is taking a long time. I know. Phillies game is on. Okay. I think everybody's probably going to leave. And I don't blame you. Next time we'll have to make a snap decision. Raid somebody and then do it.
Yeah. Probably decide before the stream is over so that part of the stream isn't deciding who to raid.
Well, yeah, this is yeah. We'll put that maybe like you could start looking out a couple minutes before we're ending. You think so?
Yeah, I
okay,
can do
well,
that.
okay, cool. Amani, thanks for coming. It was great to see you. I hope to see you again soon. Send me some Twitch DJs. I'd like to check that out. Yeah, I've been looking, but nobody's perfect. Yeah, we have to start. We'll figure this out one day. It's weird. It seems like rating is a major problem with this channel. Knowing how to raid.
I guess is there do we not want to raid somebody we've raided before because we're really just trying to get exposure? And if we raid someone we've raided before, then we're not increasing exposure? Is that the reason?
Kinda, yeah. But so you wanna raid the people we did last week? That's cool. Let's just do that.
No, I just didn't know the thought process. Like, I'm not sure if I'm going to start figuring out who to raid, what to look for.
Oh, we'll talk about it. We can talk about it at some other time. Is that cool?
Yeah.
That way we're not boring everybody. Okay, so we're gonna. What was the name of that person?
Real REEL Fun Studios.
This is so fucking weird. Don't understand why I can't do this. Okay.
Do I look really tired? I think somebody
Yeah,
called me out. They're like, "Oh, Sleepy Jonathan." I'm like, "Yeah." I can see the bag. Which eye is it? It's this eye. Fading.
Real Fun.
Don't
What is
look
it? Real Fun what?
Studios.
And it's /raid.
Copy the
Invalid.
raid call.
Invalid. Is it camel case or?
No. Let's see. REELFUNSTUDIOS.
Oh, real, as in like a film reel.
What do you mean, copy the raid call, Michelle?
All right, here we go, guys.
Just copy.
There's a copy the thing we put in the chat. I love this. This is the best time of the stream for me when I'm like completely confused. I love you guys so much. Thanks for coming. We're raiding.